What is going on, guys? As always, Acclaimed Sheepdog here today, and today we're going to be reviewing the Spyderco Reslience. Now, I already did a review on this, but we're going to re-review it. So if you're interested in that, stand by. Now, as I said, I did review this knife in the past, probably about 2 years ago, but the video wasn't that good. It was with an old cell phone, and there wasn't barely any views on it. So we're going to visit it 3 years later. I've had this knife for 3 years now. It's been through a lot of utility work. It's been through cutting rope and fire classes, cutting a bunch of boxes, a lot of boxes, letters, even some wood here and there. But we are going to do some batoning with this knife here today, but I want you to keep in mind that this is a folding knife. This is not the job for this knife, but we are just going to take a look at that kind of options, and don't be surprised if something bad happens. Just saying. Outside of the survival knife thing, it's an amazing knife. We got HCR 13 MOV. It's a long 4-inch blade that's now under $50 on Amazon. It's the lowest it's ever been, probably the lowest it will ever be, and I'm not sure why. It's from Spyderco Value line, so it's from the Resilience, Tenacious, Persistence, and the Ambitious. I only have the Resilience and the Tenacious. So if you want to see the review on the whole Spyderco Value line, let me know. I will get my hands on those. So let's jump right into the video. See if this thing curls. I know this is a weird method. If you work with a lot of flat grinds like I do, you'll know how to curl with them. There you go. Do a little more. Most of them are falling on the ground. Not a bushcraft knife whatsoever, but you can do anything with anything. That makes sense. Okay, I got a fire still here. See how well these curls will light up that I just made with the knife. Get all this stuff off. Here we go. Oh, there we go. What would this video be without some batoning anyway? Oh, lock just failed. Lock just failed again. Lock keeps failing. Lock failed again. Lock just failed again. Let's give it a twist test here. Little tip test. Lock just failed again. Lock failed again. Lock failed again. Lock failed again. Small batoning. Go. Tell ya, whoever said a flat grind couldn't do bushcraft, they're wrong. For all the youngins out there, wear gloves or you'll knuckle bust right off a piece of wood, and you'll get that. Wood will get you more than a knife would. Anybody who bushcrafts can tell you that. There's my not so perfect tent peg. still useful. Let's carve up a nice steak, as in wood steak, not meat steak. Or this can be used as a spear, some type of weapon. There you have it. Nice little tip on there. There we go. Okay, so if you don't know, I am a huge Spyderco fan. So when this started to fail, it really disappointed me. But in that respect, this is a liner lock. That is the weakest lock out on the market right now. Now, I don't mean to step on anyone's feet or talk shit on anything, but it's nothing but the truth. Now, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is a liner lock, not a frame lock, because there's still liners put into it. So yeah, a liner lock is gonna be the most weakest locking mechanism out on the market for a knife. Now, when I first did this last week, because I recorded the video last week and I pitched it because I wasn't satisfied with the quality of the footage, there was already some play in it. Now, the lock did not fail last week when I recorded this video, but it did fail this week because of what was left over from last week. So the recorded footage I recorded last week, it did not fail, but it does have up and down blade play, not side to side like I originally thought. I mean, it does have some, but that's because the bolt's loose, but it actually has, see, I'm moving it back and forth, not side to side, back and forth, and has up and down blade play. Now, I'm thinking I bent the lock bar. I'm going to open this up. We're going to look at that right now. Okay, excuse the awkward angle. So we're going to tear this apart down now. Don't worry, I'll speed it up through the clips. For the pivot screw, you're going to need a T8 star bit, or Torx bit, sorry. T8 Torx bit for the pivot screw and T6 for the body screws. So let's break this down. Now I'm looking at it, and the log bar actually looks good. Probably not going to be able to see that at all, but the log bar actually looks good. I mean, there is some dirt and stuff on it, but it's not bent or anything, so well, while I'm doing this, I might as well read you off the specs, right? So the overall length of this knife is 9 3/8 inches. I will also throw the specs up on the screen as I'm saying them. The blade length is 4 1/4 inches, although I measure 4, so I don't know where they're getting that quarter from. Closed length of the blade is 5 1/4, and the steel, of course, is HCR13 MOV, which is a perfect utility steel for cutting boxes, for cutting up open envelopes. It's going to stay sharp as long as you need it to. And if you get a company like Spyderco or Kershaw, they really know how to make some impressive HCR 13 MOV. Now the handle material on this, of course, is black G10. On the Spyderco value line, that is all you can get, is black G10 in these versions. And it's not overly aggressive and it's not underly aggressive. I'm going to say it's perfect, honestly. It's the perfect amount of texture. Spyderco done it right. And this is a $50 knife, and as you can see, the liner is completely milled out. And it's orientated for left, right, up and down, tip up and tip down carry. It's amazing the value of this Spyderco line. Okay, so a little update. The actual real verdict is the lock bar at the very top of it is smashed. I took it apart and bent the lock bar over and kind of reset it, and as I was putting it back together, I finally saw right where the tip of the blade meets the lock bar is actually mushroomed down from all the force. That's why companies put replaceable parts on their liners or on their mostly frame locks. They put a part where there will be a screw. Sorry about that gross finger. There will be a screw, and you can take this part out because that happens. Sometimes I did this for review and it was kind of pointless, but sometimes you do need to replace the integrated lock bar. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Comments are always appreciated and preferred. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description to this knife. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we now have an Instagram, a Facebook, and a Twitter. The links will be below on that. Go follow us on that for pictures, updates, and all upcoming things on this channel. So as always, this has been Acclaimed Sheepdog. Enjoy the rest of your day.